quotes. These sweet sayings are the perfect way to describe the joy of a new baby. Use one to welcome the young new life and congratulate the parents. I think that I see something deeper, more infinite, more eternal than the ocean in the expression of the eyes of a little baby when it wakes in the morning and coos or laughs because it sees the sun shining on its cradle. Vincent van Gogh. There are no words that can describe the euphoria you feel when your baby recognizes you for the first time and smiles. Jared Padalecki. A happy baby has shining eyes. It walks open-hearted into the world and spreads magic. Sigrid Leo. Children bring us a piece of heaven on earth. Roland Leonhardt. Making the decision to have a child is momentous. It is to decide forever to have your heart go walking around outside your body. Elizabeth Stone. A mother's arms are made of tenderness and children sleep soundly in them. Victor Hugo. A baby is God's opinion that life should go on. Carl Sandburg. The amazing thing about becoming a parent is that you will never again be your own first priority. Olivia Wilde. Having my baby fall asleep in my arms takes away all of my worries and stresses. A sense of complete and total peace comes over me. Maria Jose Ovalle. Like stars are to the sky, so are the children to our world. They deserve to shine. Chinani J. Chidalu. There are words in the soul of a newborn baby, wanting and waiting to be written. Toba Beta. Those eyes so ecstatic with the gleam of new life, the wide laugh that no doubt uses up so much of the breath contained in those tiny lungs. Siam Cheetah. Nothing compares to becoming aware of the massive face of the universe hidden in a newborn stare. Curtis Tyrone Jones. When we encourage new parents to treasure these moments because they don't last forever, we need to remember to also reassure them that they will survive these moments because they don't last forever. L.R. Nost. A baby is as pure as an angel and as fresh as a blooming flower. Debsi Shmrita. I love these little people, and it is not a slight thing when they, who are so fresh from God, love us. Charles Dickens. A baby boy has a special way of bringing out the man in his father, and the little boy in his grandfather. Tanya Mass. And she loved the little boy very, very much, even more than she loved herself. Shel Silverstein, The Giving Tree. If I have a monument in this world, it is my son. Maya Angelou. Have a little faith in your sons. This journey will be the making of them. C.J. Milbrandt. Because I loved him so, and am in the habit of loving him, and that love must take the form of fussing and worry and doing. George Saunders. Sons are born to make their fathers better men. Meckle Shane. To be a mother of a son is one of the most important things you can do to change the world. Raise them to respect women, raise them to stand up for others, raise them to be kind. Shannon L. Alder. Men are what their mothers made them. Ralph Waldo Emerson. The most important mark I will leave on this world is my son. Sarah Shahi. There is an enduring tenderness in the love of a mother to a son that transcends all other affections of the heart. Washington Irving. Sons are the anchors of a mother's life. Sophocles. No man succeeds without a good woman behind him. Wife or mother, if it is both, he is twice blessed indeed. Harold Macmillan. If a man has been his mother's undisputed darling, he retains throughout life the triumphant feeling, the confidence in success, which not seldom brings actual success along with it. Sigmund Freud. A man loves his sweetheart the most, his wife the best, but his mother the longest. Irish proverb. Heaven on earth is looking at my little boy. The minute he was born, I knew if I never did anything other than being a mom, I'd be fine. Jenny McCarthy. Mother is her son's first god. She must teach him the most important lesson of all, how to love. T. F. Hodge. A daughter is one of the best gifts this world has to give. Laurel Atherton. Courage, sacrifice, determination, commitment, toughness, heart, talent, guts. That's what little girls are made of. Bethany Hamilton. There's no better feeling than making your little girls laugh. Jerry O'Connell. Mothers of daughters are daughters of mothers and have remained so, in circles joined to circles, since time began. Signa Hammer. Words are not enough to express the unconditional love that exists between a mother and a daughter. Caitlin Houston. A mother's and daughter's love is never separated. Viola Shipman. She stands firmly on her own 2 feet, and I just behind her, should she ever need me. J. Iron Word. A tiny daughter gives parents a life in a climate of perpetual wonder. Pierre Doucet. Mothers and daughters together are a powerful force to be reckoned with. Melia Keaton Digby. A daughter is a mother's gender partner, her closest ally in the family confederacy, an extension of herself. And mothers are their daughter's role model, their biological and emotional roadmap, the arbiter of all their relationships. Victoria Secunda. As the mother, so is her daughter. Ezekiel 16 verse 44. No daughter and mother ever live apart, no matter what the distance between them. Christy Watson. A mother who radiates self-love and self-acceptance actually vaccinates her daughter against low self-esteem. Naomi Wolf. A mother teaches her daughter how to feel about herself, about handling pressure, about relishing life's joys and conquering fears. Melissa Harrison. No matter how old she may be, sometimes a girl just needs her mom. Cardinal Mermillard. My mother, she is beautiful, softened at the edges and tempered with a spine of steel. I want to grow old and be like her. Jodi Picoult. I think, at a child's birth, if a mother could ask a fairy godmother to endow it with the most useful gift, that gift would be curiosity. Eleanor Roosevelt. Having a baby is like falling in love again, both with your husband and your child. Tina Brown. Babies cry at birth because it is the first time they experience separation from love. Command Kojuri. Before you were born I carried you under my heart. From the moment you arrived in this world until the moment I leave it, I will always carry you in my heart. Mandy Harrison. The children we bring into the world are small replicas of ourselves and our husbands, the pride and joy of grandfathers and grandmothers. We dream of being mothers, and for most of us the dreams are realized naturally. For this is the miracle of life. Azaleen Williams. You may hate being pregnant, but the minute the baby is born, she is God's precious child, given to you as a gift. Sandra Dallas. Giving birth is an ecstatic, jubilant adventure not available to males. It is a woman's crowning creative experience of a lifetime. John Stevenson. Every child comes with the message that God is not yet discouraged of man. Rabindranath Tagore. We never know the love of a parent until we become parents ourselves. Henry Ward Beecher. With every newborn baby a little sun rises. Irmgard Erath. Words cannot express the joy of new life. Hermann Hesse. A mother's joy begins when new life is stirring inside, when a tiny heartbeat is heard for the very first time, and a playful kick reminds her that she is never alone. Unknown. As babies we're born blank sheets of paper. Not a single mark. As we grow older, lines form, then colors and patterns. Before long that paper is all sorts of brilliant. Like a kaleidoscope, no two exactly alike. Shannon Wierzbicki. A grand adventure is about to begin. Winnie the Pooh. There is such a special sweetness in being able to participate in creation. Pamela S. Nadav. When the baby is born, all that pain that was endured vanishes in an instant. Love for that tiny baby makes one forget the pain, the fear. Hope Bradford. Still the most magical day of my life was the day I became a mom. Linda Becker. Giving birth and being born brings us into the essence of creation, where the human spirit is courageous and bold and the body, a miracle of wisdom. Harriet Hartigan. Perfection only exists in babies and pastries. Gail Ray. A baby is a wishing well. Everyone puts their hopes, their fears, their pasts, their 2 cents in. Elizabeth Bard. I love you forever. I'll like you for always. As long as I'm living, my baby you'll be. Robert Munch. A man is not complete until he has seen the baby he has made. Sammy Davis Jr. A mother's arms are made of tenderness and children sleep soundly in them. Victor Hugo. Life's only worth living if you're being loved by a kid. Buzz Lightyear. Babies are such a nice way to start people. Don Harold. The way we talk to our children becomes their inner voice. Peggy O'Mara. All kids need is a little help, a little hope, and somebody who believes in them. Magic Johnson. Babies are bits of stardust, blown from the hand of God. Larry Barretto. Always kiss your children goodnight even if they're already asleep. H. Jackson Brown Jr. Children reinvent your world for you. Susan Sarandon. Every child begins the world again. Henry David Thoreau. Every child born into the world is a new thought of God, an ever-fresh and radiant possibility. Kate Douglas Wiggin. Carrying a baby is the most rewarding experience a woman can enjoy. Jane Mansfield. I have no name, I am but 2 days old. What shall I call thee? I happy am, joy is my name. Sweet joy befall thee. William Blake. Every baby born into the world is a finer one than the last. Charles Dickens. A new baby is like the beginning of all things wonder, hope, a dream of possibilities. Ida J. Lushon. A baby is sunshine and moonbeams and more brightening your world as never before. Unknown. It is the nature of babies to be in bliss. Deepak Chopra. When the first baby laughed for the first time, the laugh broke into 1,000 pieces and they all went skipping about, and that was the beginning of fairies. James Matthew Barrie. All those cliches, those things you hear about having a baby and motherhood, all of them are true. Penelope Cruz. Babies are amazing. They begin each day all warm and sleepy, smelling of promise. Julia Roberts. You can learn many things from children. How much patience you have, for instance. Franklin P. Jones. Babies used to make me nervous, but these squirmy things are awesome once you've read the manual. David Z. Hirsch. Make no mistake about why these babies are here, they are here to replace us. Jerry Seinfeld. A baby is a loud noise at one end and no sense of responsibility at the other. Ronald Knox. Before I got married I had 6 theories about raising children. Now, I have 6 children and no theories. John Wilmot. The best babysitters, of course, are the baby's grandparents. You feel completely comfortable entrusting your baby to them for long periods, which is why most grandparents flee to Florida. Dave Barry. If evolution really works, how come mothers only have 2 hands? Milton Berle. When your first baby drops her pacifier, you sterilize it. When your second baby drops her pacifier, you tell the dog, fetch. Bruce Lansky. A child enters your home, and for the next 20 years makes so much noise you can hardly stand it. The child departs, leaving the house so silent you think you are going mad. John Andrew Holmes. Life doesn't get more real than having a newborn at home. Eric Church. Babies are always more trouble than you thought and more wonderful. Charles Osgood. Ah, babies. They're more than just adorable little creatures on whom you can blame your farts. Tina Fey. The only creatures that are evolved enough to convey pure love are dogs and infants. Johnny Depp. Families with babies and families without babies are sorry for each other. Ed Howe.